listen, regardless, knew, didn't know, can get the money, can't get the money. I just need to know the decision on whether we're prosecuting criminally or if we're docking.
She finishing the sentences and everything.
Trespassing from the store completely. That's something that you guys should probably have a discussion right now and then let me know. Okay?
We're going to prosecute.
Okay.
And it has to be my family that does.
Well, anybody that's bailing you out.
Yeah, whoever it could be a friend.
So if I call a friend to bail me out, is there a way I could do this without my parents?
Excuse me, bitch, I was running on my back. Money on my shoulder, put designer on my ass. This shit too nice, but it's fucking up my head. So I be getting high, but I ain't popping fuckers in.
What it? Oh, nephew. It's whoa, when I'm coming at you, it's brand mother loving new. Now, this video right here is coming from A Matter of Crime. Title of this one, employee caught stealing thousands. Still thinks he can talk his way out. Man, I'm not going to waste no time. You already know what I'm talking about. Make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm, man. Make sure you share the video with somebody next to you. Then hit that subscription with that notification. Boom, boom, so. Because we on the way to 10K in 2025 and 7K. We got you in our sights. Now, without further ado, nephew, niecey, it's your Uncle Lulu. I already know you believe me. Squeak, squeak. Damn. Put some oil on this.
But like, is there a way you could arrest me? Is there a way for me to make a call to organize the money that I owe?
So
to the customers, he was just the friendly face behind the register.
Hit the like button.
To his manager, a reliable employee who never showed up late. But beneath the surface was a digital con in motion. During routine transactions, he quietly scanned extra gift cards, rerouting the balances into his Cash App. By the time anyone noticed, he had already stolen thousands.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm Deputy Del Plato.
My name is Deborah. I'm an asset protection manager with Walgreens.
What state is this? This better not be Florida. That's all I know. If they mentioned that already, no, low key, I need to know. Holy, yeah, they must have said it. They had to. This is, oh my gosh. Why are these called Matter of Crime NY Detective? Just call it Florida Body Cam. Just call it Florida Man Body Cam. Is there not a channel called Florida Man? Like, all of these are Florida videos.
You're employed here?
Yes, sir.
Is all the crime rate in the U.S. from Florida?
A few months this year or last year?
This year, sir.
Okay. And what's your
I'm actually getting bothered.
Customer service? Okay. You're not a manager or anything?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, so what are we getting, what are we brought in the office for?
Are you asking me that, sir?
Yeah, tell them what you did. I haven't spoken.
So, I rang up some gift cards to pay for my school and things like that. However, I did not pay for that.
Okay. Okay, so we're looking at a theft from the business.
And they said that there's a possibility that the company will let me pay that, which I'm willing to do. And they said that there's a possibility that if you're okay with that.
Right now, is $2,100 granted?
I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
$2,100? Damn, bro. That's not, like, I don't even think they would have let $100 go.
Prosecuted.
I'm being so real.
To pay it back today on the spot.
So
And then I would be terminated.
I couldn't negotiate anything like that. That's not really my job per se. As far as if you do this or that, charges may or may not be pressed.
At this point, he doesn't have $2,100 on him, so the company does want to proceed with prosecution.
But I'm able to.
Okay, but that's not his now. Now we're past that point right now. So those are all the transactions that he rang up, and he did 2 today for a total of $400. We put it on a Cash App.
Oh, yes,
They
ma'am.
caught
Is it
him.
still, do you still have that $400 on the cash app? Okay. So
Okay.
the two that he did today.
So there were 2
A
today.
Cash App? What? I thought this was a sophisticated digital con. I thought this was a sophisticated digital con. This is how y'all portrayed this. He cash apped himself. What are we talking about?
What?
He cashed apped himself.
And the receipts are
All the
for going
receipts are
back.
right there, and he also has the video.
There's no
Every
scam in
single thing's
this.
on video as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right here.
They're on right there.
That's up to
Yeah,
He wasn't even robbing you guys blind. He was robbing y'all crystal clear.
Exxon line?
Yeah. Are you guys able to do the Axon line?
They can't, but I can. But it's.
Yeah, we try not to take it.
Oh, you know that pissed
They
him
want
off.
to write on the Axon link.
You know, I just got an Axon link from somebody.
22.
That's how they want it now. Just saying that's their
Okay,
change. That's,
do you know how long
we can
that's-
take that, but like I said, it won't get up because the problem is that doesn't get shared with the state.
Do I touch on
The state doesn't
Me.
have access
So-
to the FCC.
There's nothing
That's
that
why
you
I
could
have
do
to go to
Not at
the
this
out of
point.
what they have.
prosecution.
For what?
You're saying that there's nothing that you could do to.
There's nothing we can do about that at all.
Prosecution.
Are you a juvenile? How old are you?
I'm 18, sir.
18. Okay, so you wouldn't qualify for a juvenile first offender program.
So you're
That's
saying
probably
you
what
would
you're
jail
talking about. Yeah, you're looking at grand theft for the amount of about 2,100.
Even if I could pay it back, I'm still.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's not our fault.
Bro, if and this goes out for anybody. Remember, we don't watch this so we can learn how to do these. We watch this so we learn what not to do, and so you should avoid it, okay? Now, this guy and anybody, right? If you're gonna do something, you cannot do it thinking they're gonna give you an out. If you're thinking that, you are always gonna be surely mistaken. The majority of dudes that commit crimes and do stuff like that, and I'm not even saying this dude a criminal, he probably was just trying to get money. You was just hitting them, doing criminal shit. But you know what I'm saying? But people would sit there and they don't think these things through, and there's another side to it. And you know, you always have to answer that call. There's gonna be that call at some point, especially if there's no escape plan.
Yeah, that's not.
He was just doing it until he ran it up.
That's Walgreens. We don't negotiate with that stuff.
So is there a
They're
way,
they've obviously contacted us for a reason.
They
is there a way
said
for
yes,
Walgreens to
prosecute.
take back?
I mean, listen, like I said, that's not up to me. That's up to Walgreens being a victim.
They looked it up, and you didn't have that much on your paycheck, so they said yes, prosecute and
No.
terminate.
But you're saying that they said that because I didn't have the money on it. But if I was
On
able-
your paycheck, so that's why. So we can't do any more negotiating. Okay.
No, but I'm saying even if I was able to like get the money, like if I would
Yes.
ask my mother or my father, even if it's
I ain't gonna lie to you. You said ask your mom or your dad? Bro, if I would have asked my mom or my dad for $2,100 that I stole, I'd be sitting in the slammer. What are you talking about? What are we talking about? What is this? What is this? Ask my mom and dad you speak of. Now, I know some of you parents may do. Honestly, I wouldn't know any parent that actually would do this. That actually pay. I don't know. I really don't. I feel like this is a lesson you have to
if I
learn.
was to get the money and pay the money back,
It's not like a video game.
is there a way that you could speak to them and see if they would be able to change their mind on the prosecution, not necessarily the termination, but just the prosecution part? Even if I was able to pay the money like right now and not like
You couldn't leave the
drag it
store
out.
until it was
That's okay.
paid.
I understand that. I wouldn't want to leave.
So what
the store.
are you saying that you'd possibly be able to make a phone call to settle
Yes,
this
yes,
debt
sir.
right now?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm trying to
Like I
say.
said, that's
That's
not.
Unless it's his own money.
That's up to
That's not up
Walgreens,
to
that's
me.
not us.
Is
You
there a way
know,
that you could
I'm going to talk to the
please
officers and the store
negotiate
manager outside. I mean, they've already
and
taken
see if
their
I could just
time
make a
on
call,
there.
not leave the store?
And they have places to be. I have places to be.
I understand.
So
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. She just trying to prosecute this.
Well, just stay in here with him. Real quick.
Is it
Yeah,
okay?
I'm gonna hang out here.
Is it okay if I make the call now? Though?
Hold on a second.
Hold on. Let's stay here.
Sorry, ma'am. We're coming your way.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Bad idea.
$100 today.
Even if you did, no.
Even if, that's what I'm saying, even if you did. I can't tell him or tell you guys, hey,
And
if you pay this money, then we won't pursue charges.
Very disrespectful to
this
the
is a
store
Walgreens
did.
thing,
He said that
and it's up to what if
he said he didn't know what
Walgreens
was
wants to be
wrong.
a victim, or Walgreens just wants
Just don't
to
say
terminate
nothing.
and trespass an employee.
You want to trespass. We want to also maybe.
You want to prosecute.
We want to, hey, we're not going to tolerate this. We want the other employees to know.
He lives too close to here. I would rather prosecute. He's a liar. He's no, just prosecute.
And you know what? When I first started talking to him, he knew what asset protection was. He knew what loss prevention was. He's probably been terminated as from a previous company. Because he knew what asset protection was. He knew what shrink was. He almost described my job at the beginning.
Okay, this lady had it out for him from the beginning. Okay, she couldn't wait for my man to do something. Now he did something very and highly stupid, right? But she's doing a great job acting. She's acting as if she's fighting herself to pursue charge. She knew this is what she wanted to do from the get-go.
So
They joking about it. That goofy
keeps
as
repeating
fuck.
the
That's
same thing
crazy.
over and over.
And this is why y'all do this and they laugh over y'all. I've been in this scenario. That's just crazy.
It's going to mess up his career going to school, but he should have thought about that long before he did this.
Right. And then like I said, that's not my goal.
Kids from the time they're in kindergarten know you don't steal. You know what I mean? From the time.
There's a lot of things we know from what. Look, she's trying to make herself sound perfect. Nobody's perfect in the sense of any imagination. She's trying to say kids learn from the time that they're young in kindergarten to don't steal. There's a bunch of things people learn when they're young to not do. People still do it because you become a person over time. Whether it's right or wrong depends on the morality of the single person.
But they can walk. You don't steal.
Right.
Before I didn't know that
Of
it was
course.
wrong.
So listen, regardless, knew, didn't know, get the money, can't get the money. I just need to know the decision on whether we're prosecuting criminally or if we're docking.
She finishing the sentences and everything.
Trespassing from the store completely. That's something that you guys should probably have a discussion right now and then let me know. Okay?
We're going to prosecute.
Okay.
You can't make this up. And I know somebody sitting here like, Lou, you always got something to say about somebody's grandma and do. She's proving me right. You see how quick she said that?
You guys
Not only
should
she
probably
finishing the
have a discussion
sentences.
right now, and then let me know. Okay?
Look, not even think about
We're
it.
going to prosecute.
Okay.
And criminally.
I'm arrested.
Okay.
You see, play around if y'all. They want you guys to do this stuff.
No, I didn't.
That's about rough, man.
Okay. So here's the situation. I talked to Walgreens, obviously representatives. They want to pursue criminal charges. Okay. I know you agreed to pay them back or whatever. I guess it's beyond the point to where they're willing to agree to that. So we're gonna have to go this route. So any payback would be through a restitution through the courts. Have you ever been arrested before?
Yes, sir.
Okay, for what?
It was a driving.
A what?
Drive for driving. It was
Driving?
It was street racing, but I wasn't, so it got dismissed.
Okay. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Copyrighted music,
Right now,
I hear
you
it.
leave. We're doing a criminal investigation. I'm gonna see if you'd like to provide a statement. Okay, as far as what occurred here.
So I'm gonna be arrested right now.
I'm not done. I have to look at one more thing, but it's a very good chance.
Also, there's still a possibility.
Let me read this to you, okay?
Okay.
I'm required to warn you before you make any statement that you got the following constitutional rights. Okay. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. You have the right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statement and during any questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, you're entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement and during any questioning. If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any questions, you're privileged to remain silent. I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. It must be done on your own free.
This kid, like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not no king of body language or whatever, but I'm watching him and the way he's analyzing everything, asking questions, he's really trying to probe until the last second. He's trying to get every single inch possible. Pause.
Free will. Any statement can be and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand those rights as I have read them?
Clean it with orbit.
Okay. With those in mind, are you choosing to speak with me about the incident?
Is that a good idea?
I can't make a recommendation. I just, basically, are you willing to speak with me today about what's been going on? So, talking to them, they said that you've basically been engaged in an ongoing course of action, loading gift cards fraudulently. Your drawer's been coming up short, and you've been pocketing the money. So, the gift cards, okay. They said that there were some transactions today that were done, I guess, on your phone.
Yes, sir.
I don't know how that works. You'll have to explain it to me. But so right now the allegations are grand theft. Okay, from Walgreens. How long have you been employed here?
A few months.
A few months, just this year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you work the registers?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, from what I've described to you that you've been accused of, which I saw your statement as well, how does it work with loading the gift cards?
You just type it in. And then
Okay.
Just
So describe to me what you were doing with the gift
like
cards.
the action of
Yeah.
it. Just scan it and then just type in the amount.
Is it like a sale? You scan it like a sale?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be
And
like a
then
sale.
and then you load it. You
Yeah,
load the
you
gift
just
card
type the
through the
money in.
register.
You just type the amount and then you just like proceed with the transaction.
Okay. And then you complete the transaction.
Right.
And then you just
But
pocket
there's
it.
no like touching of like any like money or
No, not physical money because it's
Right,
it's
right.
loaded up on the gift card.
Right.
And then you would keep the gift card.
Right.
Okay, without paying the money into the register.
Bro, just give this dude a pamphlet with your signature at this point. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Okay. You know that's wrong, right?
Yes, sir.
You know that's
In your
theft from a business who's already paying you a paycheck, who's trusting you to work for the store on their behalf, right? So that's what we're dealing with. They're telling me that this has been an ongoing course of action since the beginning of April. Do you know about how many times you've loaded gift cards?
Not off the top of my head, sir.
Just because it's so many?
Not necessarily. It's just like
He's trying to kill him.
I was really thinking about it too much.
Okay. Let me ask
2100.
you this real quick.
Right.
This is a statement you did with
Yes, sir. With Miss Deborah.
Miss Deborah, as far as regarding the actions that happened here. Okay. You wrote this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you swear that what you wrote in here was true?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Did she even make the call?
Call the who?
Call who?
She said she was gonna speak to.
I don't know because I wasn't with her the whole time,
Right.
but they've determined that they are going to pursue charges.
And there's still no way that I could potentially try to,
No, not right now.
even if I asked again to make.
Yeah. Yeah, trust me, I asked them, I told them I need a clear answer, basically before I proceed, any further, and unfortunately, this is the decision
Can I just
that
make
they
one
have
more
made.
attempt?
One more time for what?
Yo, this kid. Yo, you should have been a running back or a point guard. You are relentless.
For me to. Did she leave?
No, they're still here, but I understand.
Bro, this
what you're
kid.
saying,
Right.
but we are beyond that. They are beyond that. Okay. asking again isn't going to do anything because we've already had that conversation. And
It's
the
giving
decision's
flight
already been
risk.
made. Okay. That's why.
What's with the copyright?
Had
music?
this hypothetically, had this just been a one-time deal, and then you came back, oh my God, I'm so sorry. This is what I did. Here's the money back. You know, no harm, no foul. Maybe this could have been a different scenario, and you may have just been terminated. But like I said, there are numerous transactions totaling up to $2,100. So it basically just shows he's still doing it, still doing it, still doing it. So why is he still doing it? You know what I mean?
Since
Okay,
April
so is there a
too.
way for me to make a call to organize the money that I owe?
So here's the thing. We're not going to make phone calls to make payment. Okay?
I'm sorry? I'm sorry.
We're not going to make phone calls to make a payment to Walgreens for the amount. Okay? This will be restitution.
What's that?
Basically decided by the courts whether you have to reimburse the money or not. And that's when that would be paid back. Okay? In the meantime, I wouldn't contact them. I wouldn't.
Most likely they're going to trespass you as well.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah. So most likely you're going to be trespassed. Normally how this goes is if they owe you a paycheck, it'll be sent to you in the mail.
Well, I don't even know if that, because the way you made it sound like they're probably going to take the paycheck, so.
I don't know.
It's part of their financial restitution, sounds like they're going to take a check.
Okay. Oh, that's what she said. There's not enough money in the paycheck.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I'm thinking they're going to take his paycheck for restitution, some of the restitution, but I think they're going to do.
So
I don't know for sure, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
going to jail.
Yeah.
Like jail, or like
Yeah.
holding.
Do you have anything in your pockets?
Like illegal?
No, like anything.
Yeah, I have my phones.
Okay. Stand up. Do me a favor. Just put your
Is
stuff.
there a way you could arrest me?
No, but
Yeah,
I
boy.
can. We can try to conceal you.
Is that-
Okay. We can try to keep you away from customers. I'm parked on the side of the building. I'm not parked at the front. Okay. We're not going to make a
We're not going to make
a big scene
of
about
no.
this.
Is there a way I can call my mom?
Well, we can make some phone calls after this.
Yeah. We can
Okay.
make some
I don't know
phone
the numbers off the top of my head though. So
That's fine. We'll
which
get
will
it.
allow
We'll
me
get it from your.
access.
We'll get it from your phone. Okay, but
Man, he's
I
scared,
still got to
man.
write the report. Okay, we're
Worried.
gonna go back to the office.
That's normal.
And then we'll wheel and deal on the phone if you need to notify your mother. Okay.
It's just like a sentence type of thing, like a jail sentence.
No, this is just for the initial charge. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you arrest me, like I'm going.
You're going to jail. You're being charged with a crime. Okay. It's a non-violent crime. It's not domestic. If you talk to your mom later, she can bail you out. You can be out today, or you could be
Is it
out
possible I
tomorrow.
could be out today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like for good.
Well, until
Until your court date.
you'll have to go to your court date,
Yes.
So she could bail me out, and then I'll.
but you'll be obligated
Well,
to go to your court.
he's gleaming.
Processing, I'll be
He happy he not gonna
Processing
be in there
takes
for
3
real.
Yeah, no. When I got arrested the first time, they put me in a holding cell,
You're going to go the same thing.
Yeah.
and then like I was there for like a lot of hours, and then they allowed her to bail me out.
Yes.
Well, like I
You
said,
got a lawyer.
you got to realize something. Once we get to the jail, that's beyond our control. That's not our side of the business.
Boom. Thank you. Say that again for me, officer. Now, when I said that in one of my early videos, somebody got very angry with me. Like, Lou, you calling them catchers? You don't know what the police do. Oh. Dumbass. Just like he said, I maybe the term catchers threw you off, but yes, they go and catch the criminals and bring them from point A to point B. And of course, they're going to gather extra information along the way and try to cover other details. It's a part of their job.
So how long?
I don't know
how long they
everything.
keep you-
I wasn't
keep you in
even-
that intake and things like that. That's on them. We can't
Yeah,
tell you
yeah.
how long you're going to sit there for.
Born at night, not last night.
But there's I guarantee that I can get out today. Is what you're saying. or you can't guarantee that either.
Well, with a nonviolent crime, there should be able to put a bond on you.
What's a bond on a
I
felony?
think it's
It's
3,000.
I thought it was 3,000.
Is it 3? I thought it was 2.
So let's say it's 2,000 or 3,000 for the bond. You get it if they get a bondsman. You only have to pay 10%. That's $200 or $300 with a promissory that you're going to go to court and you're not going to run.
Yeah, some type of collateral.
Yeah.
Okay.
She may have to sign her car or
Bro.
something. I don't know. Or pay the money up front and then
3,000?
That's up between the bondsman.
Bro, your crime didn't. You didn't even make more money on your crime than the cost of the whole
Anybody
bail.
can my bond?
Anybody
Yeah.
can.
the bond.
Anybody
Or do
can
they have
put
to be here?
10%?
No, they got to pay the jail.
They gotta pay the jail.
No, I'm saying not here, but I'm saying like they have to go to the jail.
Yes.
To pay the,
Yes.
the
In
jail.
order for your release, they
So
got
there's no way they could like
Can they do it over the phone?
I
do
don't
it
know if
over
they do
the
it on the
phone.
phone.
I
Or,
don't know if they do it on the phone.
No, because it's cash. They got to pay cash.
oh, they have to pay cash.
The
You
bondsman
gotta be
can go there.
exact,
Yeah.
right?
And pay it.
The bondsman might be able to wire, but your family has to pay cash.
And it has to be my family that does.
Well, anybody that's bailing you out
Yeah.
has to pay
Whoever's
cash.
there, it could be a friend.
So
could
if
be a
I call
friend.
a friend to bail me out, is there a way I could
They not
do
gonna
this without
No.
my parents?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
with
you're
your
18?
parents.
Yes,
Make a
you're
phone call.
18.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is there a way that I could do this without my parents?
Yes.
Yeah, you can fucking
Potentially without them even knowing.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah, you're an
Yes.
For real.
adult. Yeah.
Yes.
So you can call your friends.
That's all he cares. Yo, that just goes to show how young this kid is, man. Like, and I don't mean to laugh at the situation, because again, like I stated, I've been in this scenario to a lesser degree, right? But he's just worried about his parents, like his parents. Do I gotta call my parents? Do I gotta call my mom? Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, he's just thinking about the friend. Now, here's the real thing: who's a real enough friend that's gonna do that? Because think about this: if I get a call, yo, bro, you gotta bail me out. Whoa, what happened? Yo, I'll tell you. Just come and get me. What you doing? Do you need to know? What'd you do? Man, they caught me, bro. I was taking money from the Walgreens. Whoa, whoa. Stay your ass in.
I mean, the worst case.
Can I write their numbers down?
You can,
If
not
when you give me the
not
opportunity,
here.
You give me the opportunity.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. But yes, you can contact friends, and friends can come. It doesn't matter who comes and pays cash.
The only thing is,
Bro, he
I don't have any
chilling.
friends out here. They all live in like different states, like New York and Georgia.
Okay, well,
Oh, you're
So
through.
that's why I asked you.
Well, then
if
maybe
you were
one
able
of
to-
them will have to call a bondsman on your behalf.
Right.
They can explain the charge and where
hopefully
you're
you have a
at,
friend that wants to
How's
go
that gonna
collateral.
work?
That's the thing.
and then they can pay the bondsman, and then the bondsman
Yes.
can
Yeah,
pay the
because the
jail.
bondsman will come take care and pay the cash. They can get a hold of a bondsman.
Okay.
Otherwise, will they do OR maybe? They may release you in the morning, or they may release you on your own recognizance, which
Well, what
pays.
happened when I got arrested the first time? I think it was OR, but my parents. Yeah, it was OR.
You weren't 18, were you?
I was.
Okay,
He had
It was-
to be
it was
18.
OR.
He had to be 18
It was at like 4:00 in the morning.
because it's traffic.
could be.
Sorry.
It could
Oh,
be
it-
4
like,
o'clock. in
Okay,
the
so
morning.
we don't deal with that process. They
Yeah.
have their different time slots. They have all that stuff over there. We don't know when they release. We don't know that stuff.
I don't know
All we
the
know is
line,
court
shift
dates.
change.
Bro,
when
they're
the
giving this
paperwork
kid
goes
a
through,
lot
when
of
payment
leeway.
goes through, when notifications are made.
8
that's all
a.m.'s
at the
court.
jail.
Every morning, 8 a.m.'s court hour.
They're making sure
I
he's
can
well
tell you that for a
informed.
fact. That's about the only thing I know in that business is court at 8 a.m. every morning, except for Sundays.
Okay.
They're on call for Sundays.
So, listen, I know you've been very respectful. We're trying to answer your questions.
I'm sorry for asking.
No, you're fine.
We're not, listen, we're not holding this against you. This is just something you and Walgreens are going to have to deal with. Okay. But for the time being, I need you to take your jewelry off, empty your, put
can I
your
keep
stuff.
it?
You're going to keep your
We're
stuff.
gonna keep all
You
your
just
stuff.
can't wear it.
You can't wear it.
Right.
I have to put it into a separate property bag.
Okay.
I don't know if they want that lanyard that you have, so I'd just leave that. I mean,
You don't just leave it here.
The lanyard, yeah,
I would
we'll leave
just
here. It's probably
I'd
property of Walgreens.
And he got the shirt on too.
Put that on the desk.
We're gonna need that shirt off your back.
And there's no way you could arrest me outside.
No.
No, trust me, we'll just walk.
I just
Yo,
don't
if
want
they
to.
do that, they cool as hell.
That's the only.
I
I
understand.
can get up.
Yeah.
You have to empty out all your pockets.
You want to just put it right here?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
right there.
right there. Right on that piece of paper.
Buddy was hitting legs.
Take your earrings out.
Not
Nose
take
ring.
yourself.
Huh?
If you don't take it out, the jail's
Not
gonna take
take
it out.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know. It's not gonna close up in one day.
And like,
Well, then you have to get it re-pierced.
is there like
A mirror?
it's
No.
not a mirror, like somebody could put it like
It's gonna go in a plastic
I just
bag.
wanna
We gotta put it in the
We're gonna put it in a bag.
This is crazy, bro.
Nothing else in your pocket.
They're accommodating the hell out of this kid.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Don't you find this kind of refreshing not to watch somebody get flipped on their ass crack? Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I like watching the body cam, but watching somebody get flipped on their neck every video for doing regular day-to-day, that should be kind of crazy. Just cause, hey, when you got to the red light, you drove over the crosswalk, tackle. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Somebody text you.
Yeah.
Who's that? Okay.
I watch a lot of these.
Turn around. Put your hands on your back.
Hopefully this something, this just a bump in the road, bro. Oh, he got a little anime tattoo. That's young, kind of cold. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Last time.
It's cold.
The employee was ultimately arrested and charged with felony grand theft and scheme to defraud. He received 12 months of probation, walking away with a second chance, but not without consequences. Was justice
12 months of probation? Yeah, I would say, man, you got off pretty decent, man. $2,100, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? A lot of these jobs, they can do whatever they want. Like I said, a lot of these people, they're expecting you to go in there on that kind of mess. Like that lady, I'm going to just call her Deborah or Barbara, bro. She looked like Deborah or Barbara. Miss Barbara Deborah, like she was in there. She was waiting for you to do something, bro. Now Barbara Deborah got something on you. But hey, just a little hiccup in the road, bro. It's not nothing you can't bounce back from. But also, for you guys that's watching, this is not something that you guys should get into. You know what I'm saying? Just try to make proper decisions in your day-to-day. You know what I'm saying? And just stay out the way. Nisi, nephew, I appreciate you tapping in. If you enjoyed this one, hit that like button. Share the video with someone next to you. I'll catch you in the next one.